This is it, people, the final moments of Forged to Fight. I tried recording, like, the whole shutdown, and I didn't get the exact ending of it, but I got really close. So, I started off recording, and I wanted to do a little raid with my top three favorite characters from the game, Galvatron, Ratchet, and Grindor. I kind of put that in reverse order. Grindor was my favorite, Ratchet was the middle one, Galvatron was the last. But, so yeah. I was like, okay, I want my last moments to be playing with the characters I like to play with the most. And I did do that, but then I also realized I had neglected the story missions, like, of the main story, a lot. And I knew I had done that, but, um, I realized that if I kind of just sped run a little bit more, I could finish the Act 3, and I had been grinding them out the past 2 days. And I was really overpowered, so it wasn't that hard. The only thing that I kind of had an issue with was the Shockwave boss, because he was like the same amount of combat rating as what my guys normally were. Now I'll show me doing the second to last mission in the act. I'll cut over in a second. I'll do some crappy voice acting. Halt, non-shell pass, Shockwave's orders. He is precisely why we are here. We must talk to him before it is too late. This is not Autobot or Decepticon. If our suspicions are correct, he is tampering with weapons of gods. Tell us where he is. Factions, rivalries, ancient feuds, and endless war must be set aside. The potential consequences demand it. I'd like to think he was blowing little raspberries at him with little dots. And I go on to fight him and do a pretty okay job. Not great, but not bad. And then I start up the final mission. You summoned me? That's right, we did. We know you are new here, but the hour is darkest and the perils gravest. It is time we primes unite and show Shockwave the full power of the primes. A showdown with the Shockwave? Well, that's just prime. Huh? It's a thing I say, like a catchphrase. Now was not the time for catchphrases. Now was the time for action. I concur. Primes, roll out. I also included this first battle from the level because it was either my perfect or my last perfect or my second to last perfect battle, and I did it with my favorite bot. Also, another thing is my recording cut out right before I actually finished this level, so I don't have any footage of me actually completing it, but I did. So, I'm not gonna like show the final battle. Okay, so back to the raid. And I did this because people were arguing about how time zones work in global chat, and I was like, is it really shutting off in 3 hours? Or at this point, it was probably more like two. And I was really confused because, like, I was expecting it to be when the timer for the time slide, or I guess it was, no, it was a time slide, not a bot incursion. I was expecting it to be when that ran out or at midnight. But no, everyone was like, it's at 1 because, or 1 Eastern, because it was like supposed to be shutting off at 10 Western time if I was, or Pacific. I don't really know what the time zone is called. So otherwise I wouldn't have gotten the final moments. And I'm kind of glad for that. Without that random argument on global, I would have never actually recorded the final moments of this game. And that would have sucked. I'm going to try and do an announcer voice on this next fight. Because why not? For the matchup, we have Grindor and Dirge. Grindor starts off with a 1-2 punch and a missile to the face. Does it again. This time, he gets a nice combo of hits and kicks in. Finally breaking through Dirge's blocks. Dirge is getting pounded. He's not even doing anything to retaliate. He tries to do a little fancy aerial move, but Grindor blocks the whole thing. He keeps getting missiles and punches to the face, and a strong uppercut by Grindor wins the match. I'm going to do that again. Hopefully it's better. Alright, we have Galvatron versus Cyclonus, I saw the purple and got confused. Galvatron's already weak from another fight. Let's see if he can get it. And a big shot to the head or leg, whatever, by Galvatron. Hits Cyclonus. He gets another one in. Now they're pretty evenly matched. Can Cyclonus use the low health to his advantage? No, he gets shot again in the leg. They're dodging back and forth. Oh, what is Galvatron doing? He blocked the first sword attack of Cyclonus and then messes up. Cyclonus tries to go in, but he gets counterpunched and knocked out by Galvatron. For the next match, we have Galvatron versus Optimus Prime. Galvatron is even weaker than before now, so hopefully Optimus can use that to his advantage. Looks like he is. Oh, but Galvatron gets a big shot on him. And he gets a couple more shots on him. And even more shots. Finally, Optimus got a couple shots on Galvatron. I said the wrong name. Oh, but he's stunned. Galvatron gets a bunch more big hits on him. And Optimus trying to rely too much on his guns to win. Okay, so this is with an hour left. This is when I'm like, okay, I gotta speed run the rest of Act 3. 5 minutes left. I finish Act 3 because I'm kind of out in public. So I'm moving around. And these are the actual final moments of Forged to Fight. The whole community came together. It was really cool. We're all doing Till All Are One in the chat, as you can see. Most people are respectful. I cut out the 2% shit posts in the final moments. This is again the last 2 minutes. 98% of the community was so. It was really cool. I don't know a way to describe it. It's very melancholy. And I have a couple crystals and I open them. And this is the final crystal I open in the game. And I get a 3-star version of my favorite bot. Then I show everyone my collection. Sadly, I never got Rodimus Prime or Sound Blaster. Never got to even play with them. It's sad. I show my mods, which I seriously neglected, as you can see. And I go back to global chat, and it kind of lags out, but that's actually my connection just because I'm in public. I tried to go into a public restroom too. Like, I don't know. So it didn't look like I was just standing around looking at my phone because I was kind of in the middle of the street. So at this point, I'm sure that it has ended, but I'm wrong because it comes back up. I try to get in a till all or one. I think I do. I don't know if it actually gets in the chat, but I hope it did. I try. This is just the interconnection, but I'm so scared at this point that the game is like having a literal like internal meltdown. And this is pretty much the minute, like 1 o'clock on the minute, it's supposed to shut down. I'm still trying to figure out what happened, and I'm just pressing random buttons, and this is pretty much the last thing I do, which is claim this alliance reward. So this part is about 2 minutes after shutdown. Everyone's celebrating. No one's got kicked out of the server or anything. I stupidly typed this. I'm dead wrong. I think I thought I had like till 7 p.m. that night, which is like another 6 hours or so. But no, I tried to log in like 20 minutes later. I was done. Locked out of the game. Never to play it again.